What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV outside St Mary's. We've drawn, I was about to say we've lost, it feels like a bloody loss. We've drawn 3-3 here. We were 3-1 up, man. 3-1 up with 20 minutes to go, whatever it may be, and we threw it away. When you heard them, threw it away once again. Tottenham Hotspur ruining your weekend since 1882 right here once again. What did you make out of that?
I thought for a lot of the game we were okay. I thought for
okay though, that's about it.
Yeah, I think first half it was a very meh kind of game again. Not much between either side. We didn't attack them. We didn't create it too much, but again we also didn't give too much away either. Until obviously we scored right at the end of the half, went 1-0 up, and you're thinking, okay, second half we can really kick on. It was a really good finish by Porro, brilliant. I thought he was our best player in the first half as well.
By some way, I thought.
And then second half, we came out sloppy, conceded. We came out sloppy, conceding. Literally within a minute of the restart, we conceded.
Literally straight from the kickoff, wasn't it?
But I thought we recomposed ourselves. We responded quite well to conceding. We got 2 goals. I thought deservedly so as well. I thought we were on top of them for that little part of the game for the next 20 minutes. Came with a really good header after a great cross from Kulusevski. Perisic makes it 3-1 after he came on in the first half. And we were looking fine. But Southampton made changes. They brought on that extra energy. Sulemana was looking really dangerous with his pace.
There was one point he just took it round everyone in our team, right down the centre of the pitch. No one putting in a challenge, just dancing around everyone.
Yeah, that was... Get Poch
yeah.
That you're hearing your fans say.
He's Southampton steward. Oh, he is a Spurs fan.
So yeah, look, there's Tony Pulis over there. He's just walking past us. It's Tony Pulis, guys. Pulis. There you go. There you go. A little extra for the post-match. But look, at 3-1, I thought we were looking good. Southampton had lost a lot of confidence, but again, we're guilty of not seeing the game out properly. We conceded fairly quickly after making it 3-1. If we would have gone like another 5 minutes without conceding, we probably would have seen out the game. But the subs came, and I actually think, to be fair to Conte, at 3-2, he did respond with 2 subs. He brought on Sarah and Emerson when we were struggling on that side. And I actually think that was a good move, because I actually thought...
That's the move I was calling for.
Yeah, no, but I thought it worked. I actually thought it worked because for that bit of the game, Southampton were on top of us, and then we actually were able to make it very congested again. They weren't able to use their pace, and they all of a sudden didn't have a way through us. But what happened was, 90th minute, they win a corner, and they get a really, really soft, dodgy penalty decision in my opinion.
I mean, every goal we conceded today was soft.
Yeah,
every goal we conceded,
the penalty was dodgy.
But why every single away game are we going through this, where we're looking all right, and then suddenly they make a change, and then that's it? We fall flat on our face, and we got no answers, and we can't fucking...
We did have an answer.
Hardly.
We did. I thought we did well. I thought it was a good change from Conte, and I thought it worked. There was a stupid penalty decision that cost us the point.
But that change happened with less than 10 minutes to go of the game. Before that, we were struggling big time, and they get a goal, and already we're under pressure.
No. The timeline vectors, they make some subs. They gain the advantage. We respond with our subs, and we regain not the advantage, but we shuffle our shot pretty much. And I thought we stopped conceding chances after we made those changes. I thought the changes were good by Conte. I'm not going to complain about that. What happened was...
I'm not complaining about the changes from Conte, but I'm complaining about why does this happen in every single away game that we have to sit through. Every single time we come to any single away game recently, the other manager makes a change, and we fall flat on our faces and lose the game. Why does this keep happening? I don't know. It's like a consistent Levy out. It's like a consistent thing that happens every single away game.
Away games, we're not up for it a lot of the time. I think today it wasn't even a case of being up for it. I just thought Southampton were pretty poor. I thought
we just about did enough to win the game today, but still the goals that we're conceding are so sloppy. The penalty was so sloppy. I mean, 3 of those goals were so avoidable. Every single one of them.
All of them were avoidable.
It's a joke, man.
The defence wasn't good enough. Defence wasn't good enough at the end of the day. They were sloppy. We weren't aggressive enough. We did well when we had control of the game, but when Southampton came forward and they put us under pressure, we folded, because I think right now that's the question I have. Whether are we going to be up for the fight? That was the big question I had. And you saw when their backs was against the wall, Southampton, they came out swinging. They upped the aggression, they upped the pace. the intensity, and we couldn't live with it. And
what did we do?
At the end of the day, we folded.
We fall flat on our faces once again in another away game.
But what I would say is, we did fold at the end of the day, and we ended up with a really disappointing draw. But I think the penalty in this instance, I think more than anything, the penalty decision cost us. And I
need to see that again. But some people are saying that there was no contact.
People are saying it's a really soft decision. The fact that VAR were looking at it tells me it was a soft decision. The fact that they didn't overturn it tells me there must have been some sort of contact. Otherwise, they must have overturned it. There was no contact at all.
And
but look. Sometimes those pen decisions, they cost you.
Where does this leave us now? Newcastle winning last night put them a point behind us with a game in hand, was it? 2 points now. So it's now 2 points with 2 games in hand in Newcastle.
Failed, we missed the opportunity to go above United.
So what are we with Liverpool now? 7 points above Liverpool.
7 points with 2 games in hand. They have 2 games in
hand.
And
with Manchester United, massive missed opportunity to go third. I mean, whenever we have something to play for, whenever we have a chance to like go somewhere, we fucking fall on our faces. It's so frustrating being a Spurs fan. Yeah. It's so frustrating to keep coming to these games. I mean, I nearly fell asleep in that first half. That's how boring it was. But
yeah, in a weird way, I thought we upped our game in the second half, despite conceding right at the beginning. We actually responded really well to conceding, and we regained control very well. And I actually think we did play well for the first 70 minutes.
We need to stop shooting ourselves in the foot time and time again. That's the
what
problem
happens with our set of defenders.
That's
you
the
put
problem.
Them under pressure, and they fold, especially away from home. When it's a lot harder, when you've got opposition fans shouting things at you and you don't have the home support.
Oh, poor guys have opposition fans shouting at them. I'm
not saying it's an excuse. I'm just saying it's harder away from home. Obviously, it's harder. That's why people lose more games away from home. So away from home, our away form, our defending is absolutely pitiful. And that goes to show our defence basically can't hold strong. When we're put under pressure, when they're opposition up the intensity, we fold, and that's the reality. Until we get better defenders, this is always going to be a possibility. Maybe 3-1's not enough when we need to be 4 and 5-1, because clearly, even at 3-1, we weren't safe, and that's the reality of the situation. Look, in terms of the top 4 race, it's
all open. It's all open.
It's not what you call fatal. Obviously, we're still well in it, but it's another missed opportunity. And we've got to be worried going into the rest of the season.
Any away game now, I'm worried.
Yeah,
any away game.
Well, when you can't beat the bottom side away from home.
Well, we lost 5 of our last 5 away games.
Well, we didn't lose today.
Oh, yeah, it feels like it. So 4 out of the last 5 away games, and the draw has come against bottom of the league.
And they got the worst home form in the league as well. So, and also, this recontextualises last week. But when you look at Forest, how we nearly blew it. Like late in the game, they missed a penalty and they had a few chances late in the game to get back in the game. Now you're thinking, it's because Spurs they were in the lead and it's because they kind of knocked down tools, but they took their eye off the ball. Look at today, happened exactly the same. So it's a trend now. Yeah. You got when you're in the lead like that, you can't take your eye off the ball and think the game is won. You have to go play the whole 90 minutes, and today it's cost us.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm just going to end off on a bit of a positive, because I thought Pedro Porro was so good in that first half.
Great goal.
Took 3 efforts on goal, 2 of them ballooned over. Third time lucky. I mean, a really good strike, and he was causing them problems in that first half time and time again. He did tire a bit in that second half, but that's the only really positive I've got to talk about today, to be honest. We've drawn the game 3-3 here against Southampton, a shocking result. And we move on next international break now, so at least we're not going to be disappointed for the next 2 weeks.
We have to mull over it for 2 weeks, so we're going on to it on a draw is never good, because you think about that result for 2 weeks now.
Everton away coming up next, so another big away game. We'll see you all later. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.